you probably have the biggest benefit. We've seen those signs in North Carolina, South Carolina, and also down through southern Georgia as well. Incredible, incredible, incredible. Marshall Henderson is a member of the Athens Classic City Club, and he is responsible for helping with that, even though it is a company initiative that they support Rotary and other organizations. With the money, you will see that we have been advertising on 2 different radio stations, WXKT, and that is an FM station out of the Bogart area, and then WRGA, which is an AM station out of the Rome area. We use 3 different online outlets, Access North Georgia, based in Gainesville, but reaches a much wider and broader area. Patch.com, we've advertised in 21 towns in our district. They've been alternated from, we'll do like 4 or 5 towns and move on to 4 or 5 other ones for quite some time. Also, WXKT has a commercial that they stream online. This year we're adding 1 new advertising campaign, and that's with Georgia EMC magazine. How many, and it's going to be hard to see, but how many of you have EMC members in your clubs? Okay, very good. That magazine is pretty popular that they send out. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. Okay, let's move on. Radio. It's hard to read backwards. Radio. The radio campaign is actually still going on, but from December 3rd, these are the numbers I have from December 3rd through March 31st, 543 60-second spots. That is a total of 8 hours and 23 minutes of Rotary information being put out there. Now, Jerry Taylor of the Athens Classic City Club, where are you, Jerry? There he is. Jerry, stand up over there. Jerry has done, on our commercials, he has done the tagline, and if you've heard that commercial, this is Jerry. Jerry, thank you so much for being our spokesperson this year. We also used another commercial, GRSP, an Interact focus that was produced in Rome. Our focus is on the commercials have basically been that Rotary needs you. Rotary needs members. Rotary needs individuals in the community. Okay, Internet. Our campaign there began October 17th and runs, this is most recent figures we have. Of those patch 21 towns and the Access North Georgia, we have had over, well, as you can see, close to 3 million impressions. Now, an impression in the language, in the jargon of an industry I know nothing about, means that has shown, that has popped up. It has been in front of somebody's face for almost 3 million times. Now, banner clicks, that's different. When you see the banner there and somebody actually goes to that banner and clicks on it, 2021. Now, that doesn't sound much compared to the 3 million, but believe me, according to industry standard, that is pretty good, really good. These numbers actually include, by the way, Access North Georgia Patch and the streaming commercial on WXKT. Membership, as you know, can only begin at the club level. It can't start anywhere else. It has to start with the club. So we did a test banner for Access North Georgia, and the message on that banner is Rotary around the world and at home. It had a picture of the Gainesville Club doing their ramp project, and we're waiting on the numbers to come in on that to see if that inspired more people to actually click on the banner and go to our page, which is our next slide. Learn about Rotary. Okay, Learn about Rotary. We've all heard an awful lot about Chris Stallworth. Well, Chris is the guru, I guess, for the district. He developed this page for us. It's a landing page for anybody who clicks on a banner. We are instructed by RI to follow those clicks, to actually maintain and monitor the number of clicks we have to see how how effective our campaign is. So, Chris developed a page, learnaboutrotary.org. You can go there as well. You can tell your friends you're interested in Rotary to go there as well, to see what Rotary is about in District 6910. That site has had a total of, as you can see, 33,529 hits. That's pretty amazing. Moving on. Now, the magazine that I mentioned, Georgia EMC magazine, is the magazine put out by the Electric Membership Corporation. It is, has a huge distributorship throughout the state of Georgia, 134 counties out of the 159. Now, we initially had made some efforts towards next year of doing a campaign throughout the entire state. That did not work because of time constraints, but I'm still putting this ad in here. In our ad to join Rotary and be interested, learn about Rotary, will be all over the state in this magazine. This magazine is paid for by the EMC, so you can be sure that it's going to show up at your house if you belong or have power through EMC. David and I get about 4 or 5 copies of this thing, so we have plenty to share if you need to see one. The point is, the good thing about it is that this magazine has a calendar of activities for the month throughout the state of Georgia. So I find that I keep those magazines, and in talking with their PR people and marketing people, people actually keep those magazines around and do look through them. So hopefully, in branding, in recognition for Rotary, that's what we're looking for. That's what we're doing with this magazine. All right, now, before we can move to the next one. Let's just see how I'm doing here. Pretty good. All right, let's see what you have done for us. Now, it is the district has helped to appoint, but we cannot bring the members into your clubs like you can. We have the zone, my boss, zone coordinator, Carlos Giraldo, started a zone citation for this year. This is the first year. 58 clubs, actually. He sent it out 56 clubs, but it was 58 clubs were recognized for achieving a presidential level citation for public image in our district. Well, not the whole 58, excuse me. All right, in Georgia, 6,900 had one club recognized. 6920 district didn't have any. 6910 had 7. So, as I call your name out, isn't that great? Yes? Yes? Very good. These are the clubs that have bought into the importance of public image and what you're doing in your community and letting your community know what you're doing. For too many years, we've sort of kept it a secret that we do good in the world, and Rotary International is behind changing that. And so all the way down to the clubs, and these clubs in particular, have bought into this. So we believe that public information is good. The Rotary Club of Athens, Phil Bettendorf, president, if you would come up, please. That's all right. Yes, give him a big hand. All right, and we want you to stay here in front when you get your award. The Rotary Club of Bartow County, Jean Lee, president. Rotary Club of E Club of the South, Mark Polson, president. Interesting to note, this is the only E-Club that received this. So congratulations, guys. Rotary Club of Hall County, Diane Camerata, president. Diane is getting foundation ready, so Kim Waters, AG and Public Information Chair in her club, is accepting for her. Thank you, Kim. Kim is also on my team. Yay. Rotary Club of Madison County, Will Malden, president. What these folks have done is made a conscious effort of getting their good work before the public. And listen, can you hear it? My time is up. That's okay. Just a minute. Okay, Rotary Club of Oconee County, James Deaton, president. And last but not least, Rotary Club of Rockdale County, Ashley Rosler, president. She was here, here we come. Ashley Darling. Okay. And Margie, if you would come after they get the picture with them, would you turn around and have your picture made? And then I want you to come up here. Excellent, thank you. I want you up here, yes ma'am. And one final thing, we have a gubernatorial proclamation that was issued by our governor, Nathan Deal. Now, many of you may have had mayoral, if that's the right way to say it, or local representatives' proclamations for Rotary Day. This one is done by our governor, Nathan Deal, who is a very big supporter of Rotary. I'm not going to read it all because my time is up, but he does say, "Therefore, I, Nathan Deal, Governor of the State of Georgia, do hereby proclaim February 23rd, 2013 as Rotary Day in Georgia." And Governor Margie, I present this to you for your year. Enjoy that. Look at that.
Thank you,
And remember your year fondly as the governor did. Thank you, ma'am.
I certainly will. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Satisfying the needs of our handicapped neighbors. Building handicap ramps is our #1 project.
It's a great honor for me to be here today and to see such a wonderful crowd. And really what we celebrate today is something that catches all of our hearts, and that is to make a difference in someone's life.
Next, I'd like to recognize past District Governor Gene Wyndham, if he would please come up and present the membership citations, please.
There are no citations.
No, I know citations.
No, this is just membership.
Yes, ma'am.
Because there will be recognitions later as Margie gives out her awards for those of you that did your reporting. You all know, I have 3 minutes to do this, and unfortunately Ann just used all of them. But as Ann said, membership begins at the club. I will add to that. Membership ends at the club. Membership is the club. And the club, if you look around at the clubs in our district that have done the best with membership, they are the ones that do the best at planning. They're the ones that do the best at pre-qualifying the members they recruit, and they're the ones that do the best at orienting and training their Rotarians. So I'm speaking to the choir here when I talk about membership, and any of you that have ever asked me to come to your club and talk about membership knows that I can't reduce this 30-minute speech to 3 minutes. But I will say this, membership is up to you. We have offered help, and those of you that are here typically take advantage of it, and those that don't are the clubs that tend to be struggling the most. I would recommend something to you all because it's a little bit controversial, but if you've ever gone to Zone 3334 blog site by Jim Henry, which is all about membership. Now, I don't agree with everything that Jim says, but I do agree with one thing. He makes us think about why we're here and who we are bringing into Rotary. Remember that I said those that qualify their leaders the best that they invite into Rotary are the clubs that do the best. I thank you all for the work that you have done this year. I appreciate it. I appreciate the opportunity to serve as your district membership chair. I have done that for 4 years, and now it's time for somebody else to do it. And I thank whoever that is that's going to be doing it next year. So everybody have a great day and enjoy this wonderful Rotary District Conference that we have in Chattanooga.
Thank you, Governor Jean. And now we'd like to recognize for the literacy program, Miss Margie Ensley. Applause. Conference co-chair.
Thank you, Homer. As many of you know the importance of literacy within our communities and around the world, this year we did ask that all clubs let us know about their literacy programs. In all the clubs in our district, we had 23 that were proud of their club projects for literacy, and I'd like to recognize those clubs. I don't have the certificates to give out today, as we're going to do that Saturday evening during the governor's banquet during Club Award program. But I do think we need to recognize those 23 clubs that have done an outstanding job. And in doing that, let's start with the Rotary Club of Athens, Bartow County, Beaufort, North Gwinnett, Carpet City, Classic City of Athens, Columbia County West, Conyers, Covington, Elberton, Etowah, Gainesville, Gwinnett County, Jasper, Lafayette, Madison County, Martinez Evans, Oconee County, Rockdale County, Rome, Seven Hills, Union County, and White County. So I'd like to take an extra moment to thank those clubs for all your hard work with your literacy programs. Thank you. You know, the saying has always been, if you can read this, thank a teacher, but I'd also like to say thank a Rotarian. Keep up the great work with literacy, and we'll keep working on that again this upcoming year. Thank you.
Next, we'd like to recognize our signature community service project. I was in the House of Friendship and believe I saw the display that recognizes that particular project, but we have the Athens Club President, Phil Beneford, to come and talk to us about that. Welcome, Phil.
Thank you. It's a privilege to talk a little bit about our project this year. Making a difference, that's kind of what we do in Rotary. And of course, our club, we support the international work of Rotary, the various projects as well as our district projects. We also chose to partner with some other Rotary clubs to help on an electrification project in Zimbabwe. We had a member who had a tie over there, and it made it very worthwhile for us because we could see the actual impact. But we also want to do something at the local level to really make a difference in our community. and we wanted to be very visible, very lasting, promote Rotary and the motto of service above self, and to really stand out in our community. So we kind of took a stock in our community as it is, and one of the big things that we have is poverty is a chronic problem, 39% in our community. Over 200 children in our school district are considered homeless. Either they're living in a shelter or they don't even have a bed and they have to sleep on the floor or sleep on sofas. High school dropout rate also is a challenge in our community. So we want to do something, how can we touch as many of those as possible and at the same time do a spotlight on Rotary, as well as unite our club and give us something that we can do. So we really chose to do a big project, and that is to actually build a habitat house in our community. It is a huge commitment and require us to work as a team and to be fully committed. Give Rotarians various options to actually help with the project. We're going to build it, pay for it all in 1 year, and engage our Rotary clubs. We have 2 Rotary clubs in our community to kind of help work with us and foster them. All right, the cost, that next slide, $67,000. It costs to build a habitat house. It's kind of shocking and overwhelming, isn't it? I was on the board a couple years prior to this one, and we'd bring this up periodically, but we could never really kind of make it work, and that number kind of is what stuck, and we just couldn't get beyond that. So this year we did it different. So how did we do it? We got our board members to fully support it and commit it before we actually took office as this year, and to be cheerleaders and to promote it. It was very important that we continued to support those things that our club members were engaged in. You've all got those projects. In ours, it's 3rd grade dictionary, Christmas Angels. But it was real important that we not lose focus on those and continue to do it. And what we did is we just decided to earmark all our major fundraising projects, other than the ones we supported, to go to this project. In our case, we have a chicken barbecue. I think there's many of y'all that do that, as well as a plunge fest in February, where we jump in cold water and we get people to pay us to do that. So how else did we do it? We created one of the things we did too was, when you talk about membership and recruitment, recruited some big builders in our community into our club, so we had that. We created a committee that went about getting in-kind donations. Plumbing, we got somebody donating the labor, somebody the supplies, the electrical, the drywall. We have a gentleman in our club who owns a roofing company. Now they do these metal roofs that volunteers can't do. So when you put all of a sudden, when you take a look at those things that we were able to get donated, that big $67,000 price tag kind of goes down and makes it very doable. Christmas party, I don't know how many of y'all do it, but we spent in the past about $3,500 a year at Christmas. We did a very nice dinner at the country club and whatever, but we decided not to do it. We took that money, put it into our habitat project, and we did something a little different also. We a couple weeks, probably end of November, early December, we got a mug, put cocoa in it and wrapped it up, made it look nice, put our Rotary logo and our habitat logo on it, and we told all our members, and they took one and said, we want you to spend more time with family and friends this holiday season, and also make a personal donation and help us give somebody a home for the holidays. So we promoted that. We got one member who has a pretty large business. All of a sudden, he donated $5,000 to our cause. So again, that number keeps going down when you really kind of focus on it, and makes it a lot more doable. How did we do it? We unveiled a cornerstone. We did an awareness all year long and unveiled the cornerstone when our district governor came to visit with us. You'll see a picture in a minute. All our speaker gifts for this particular year, instead of saying we're going to give you a pen or a mug, we're going to donate a brick in your honor to our habitat house. So we began building in March. Before each Rotary meeting, we run a slide of all the pictures. We update it each week so you can see how well the progress is going. So just keep the focus on it, continuing to be fun. This next picture is our district governor actually unveiling the cornerstone. We had that till about February at every one of our meetings, in the middle of the buffet table or everywhere we are, and we would, of course, point it out every time we had a speaker. Next slide, we also, in early December, we adopted the family, had them come and speak and tell their story to our club. And actually, that's the father of the family who came that day, and we had his picture with the cornerstone. So where are we now? Each Saturday, we're building. Many of us are helping by building. Some are sponsoring a lunch. They could do that. Some are making a donation, whatever way that you could contribute. We're building goodwill and better friendships, working with our Rotary clubs. We even had a couple members from another club come join us. We're making a lasting, visible difference in our community and something we can drive by. Next picture is our groundbreaking. We had our mayor and several others where we started it. Picture following that, just the sign in front of the actual site. The next picture is early on. The gentleman in the middle, I guess he's got yellow or orange or brown shirt on. That's Mr. Sims, the owner. He is out there every Saturday with us. Another picture's kind of laying the foundation of it. There's that cornerstone that was at all our meetings for over half the year. It is now embedded in the house, very visible from the street, so anyone coming to the house can see it. And then the last two pictures are our most recent ones, where we are actually with the project. Early June, we expect to be completed, turn the house over and have a dedication. And this coming weekend, we're putting the roof on, the trusses, so it's like all hands on deck. But to be honest, this is not an easy project, especially if you don't have a good number of Rotarians that can get involved. But it is making a difference. It is very worthwhile. It's kind of unified our club. It's given everybody something to talk about. When you talk about membership and recruiting and orientation, you go, we build a Habitat house. We can drive by it. It'll be there for 20, 30 years. And it's just a way that we were able to make a difference, promote Rotary, and be better for it. So, thank you.
Very worthy project, for sure. And many people benefit from that, and the family, and probably the extended family of the recipients as well. The presidential citations will be next to Ms. Margie, District Governor Margie, or do we want to do Interact next? Interact next, okay. Paul Matthews and Peter Gleichman, we would like to have the presidential citations for the Interact clubs, please, sir. Big round of applause for Mr. Matthews.
We're just doing the citations, right? We're just doing the citations, right? I'm representing Peter Gleichman, who is the co-chair and usually the talkative one, but because he's lost his voice, you get to hear me twice today. So, or you can listen to that if you prefer. Okay. So we want to recognize that there have been several of the Interact clubs. For those, I think hopefully most of you are aware that Interact is the club that Rotary sponsors for people that are in the middle school and high school age ranges. And so we actually have about 68 clubs in our district at middle schools, at high schools, and some that are community-based clubs as well. And I think Peter had emailed the representatives of the sponsoring Rotary clubs. We have the certificates, and we'll provide those to those folks kind of offline here. But if you'll get with Peter at some point this weekend to get those. But we did want to at least recognize the clubs that have been working very hard on that, because those citations are kind of challenging for Interact clubs as well. We'll be talking more about Interact tomorrow. But the 5 Interact clubs in our district that received the presidential citation are the Interact Club of Stevens County High School, the Interact Club of Lakeside Middle School, the Interact Club of Cherokee County, the Interact Club of North Forsyth High School, and Seven Hills Community. So we want to at least recognize these. We'll be talking a little bit more tomorrow morning about Interact and some of the other things going on, but just know that the Interact clubs that you're sponsoring are doing great work in our district and indeed around the world. So we want to say congratulations to them and to their sponsoring Rotary clubs as well. Thanks.
If your club is not engaged with a school in your area with an Interact club, I would certainly encourage you to do that. These young people learn a lot from people the caliber of Rotarians, the community service projects that they do, and the things that they do within their school help build character and future Rotarians for us. The next will be Ms. Cheryl Vandiver, if she's in, please. If she'd come up, please, with she's the awards chair, and along with District Governor Margie, we'll be presenting the presidential citations.
As soon as I call your club, I would love to have you come forward, and Cheryl is going to give you the citation, but we want to do this as quickly as possible. Now, I know that all the presidents have looked at the presidential citation that you had to fill out and complete to receive one of these awards. The awards had to be in by a certain date, and the real certificates are not going to come out until the middle of May. So I will be coming out to your club and really giving you the citation from Rotary International. But in the meantime, we wanted to acknowledge each and every club that put in the presidential citation. They were not easy this year. It took some real work, and I'm very proud of the clubs that have made this accomplishment. And I feel that because you worked so hard to do this, the least I can do is bring out the original when I finally get them. So in the meantime, please enjoy the ones that we whipped up for you over the weekend. Starting with, I'm getting tired of this Athens club getting all these awards. And I'm going to keep calling the names. Bartow County, Blue Ridge, Brazelton, Canton, the classic city of Athens, Conyers, Covington, sorry, do we have Conyers? Okay. I called okay. Oh. Okay. The E Club of the South. Forsyth County, Gainesville, Greene and Putnam, Tina? Gwinnett County, He wanted to make sure he got his, so he sent me a couple of the filled-in applications. Hall County. Hartwell. Guess we better set that one aside. Oh, here he comes. I know that guy. He's an AG. Jasper. Lanier Forsyth. Martinez Evans. Morgan County. Uh-oh. We'll just hang on to that one. Oconee County. Oglethorpe County. Peachtree Corners. Is that guy from Notre Dame? Oh, boy. I'm afraid so. Rome. Come on, Carl. Rome Seven Hills. South Forsyth. Somerville Treon. Thompson. Union County. White County, and last but not least, Winder. Thank you all very, very much, and to all of the clubs that have won the presidential citation. I'll be back out to see you, I promise, but I just want to thank you for all your hard work. And I know everybody else was really trying, but these clubs really came through. Thank you so much. Is somebody from the Interact here? Oh, okay. Could the E-Club of the South come up again? This is the citation for your school, for the Interact. Peter was sitting on these.
I'm going to send the sponsor advisor.
Oh, my Amy. The Rotary Club of Canton for the Cherokee County Interact Club. Now I know there's a guy here from Toccoa, the Rotary Club of Toccoa for the Stevens County High School Interact Club. Oh wait, Mark, you have to get up again. The Rotary E-Club of North Forsyth 400. Is this yours too? Huh, okay. The North Forsyth 400. And Rotary Club of Rome 7 Hills, the Three Rivers Interact Club. Okay, I'm done. Thank you, darling.
Thank you very much, Governor, and thank you, Cheryl. We appreciate everybody that participated in that and won the governor's or the presidential citation, and the Interact Club sponsors and clubs that sponsored them, and the schools that sponsored those Interact clubs and helped them achieve that goal as well. Governor, did you leave your glasses? I'll bring. Oh, someone leave their glasses? Cheryl? Okay. Good deal. All right. Mike. It's door prize time, so blue and red tickets again. Here comes Cheryl.
Thank you, Homer. We're running a little bit behind. We're only going to do 2, but before I do that, I want you to understand the seating at the Foundation Luncheon, which begins at noon. As you walk into the room, you'll see along kind of the front reserve signs. Those are reserved for PDGs, for incoming district officers, for visiting guests and dignitaries. Not that you all aren't dignitaries. The Sergeant at Arms are sitting to the front left, and Joe Whittemore has got 2 tables, front right, where the 87 8A presidents will sit as we honor them for Polio Plus. Okay. Is there anybody that didn't get a raffle ticket when they came in here? If you'd step forward. Yeah, I'm going to have you pick the...
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Wait till this one comes up and shuffle them around. At the end of each drawing, we throw these tickets out, so you're going to have to get another ticket as you walk into the Foundation lunch. Okay, darling, if you... Okay, if you... Okay, shake them up. Pick a ticket. You must be present to win. And actually, I'm looking for my ticket. No.
No. Okay. There you go.
First prize, this is from the Rotary Club of Gainesville. Beautiful basket upon basket upon basket. It's like Russian dolls. The winning number is a red ticket, 844755. Yay!
Gotta reshake.
Okay.
Y'all try to remember to get your tickets when you come into the venue. The Sergeant of Arms out by the door should have them.
All right. And who is this from?
The Rotary Club of Gainesville.
Also from the Rotary Club of Gainesville. Beautiful gift basket. Another red ticket, 844761. 844761. Actually, I'm going to give these to, if Coop doesn't yell at me, let me do two more real quick, because they're gift certificates. $50 gift certificate to Bass Pro Shop. Is that from Loganville? Winning ticket is a blue ticket, 763114. Yay, beautiful. Go fish. And good, Tina. And a $50 gift certificate from Outback. That is from the Loganville Club. Thank you all for your generosity with these gifts. Blue ticket 763070. Okay.
The complaint department. Draw another one.
Where is she?
In front row. Red ticket 775527.
You got it?
You got it
Going
back
once.
there?
Going twice.
Okay, got it back there. In the very back, raise your hand again. Homer, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Thank you, sir. You want your little bucket?
Yes, sir.
Wait, your tickets.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we've managed to get through right at noon, which is lunchtime. So remember, everyone who is registered is qualified to attend the foundation luncheon and is welcome to attend. It'll be in the Imperial Ballroom, which is down to my right, your left, go out the corridor and down that way. And since it's 12 noon and that was the appointed time, we are adjourned from this particular part of the conference and reconfirm in the foundation luncheon. Thank you very much.